have that moment where he can probably even get off the bike, lift his bike up above his head, walk over the line, which we've seen him do before. I don't know. He's a showman. It may well be that something like that, maybe he's letting Pogačar go so he can have his individual moment on the line. He doesn't want to share it with anybody. 4.3 kilometres from home. We'll see what Pogačar knows about the man who's chasing him down as it stands. Jay Vine's time, by the way, almost bust the 51 minutes marker. Nearest man to him, Ilan van Wilder, a minute and 21. I believe van Wilder is going to medal. We are waiting, of course, for this to draw to a conclusion. There are other riders on stays in fifth, and here we go. Well, there you go. He is indeed going to be that mountain gorilla. He is the silverback, he's the gold top. He is absolutely everything you want. They say the cream rises to the top and gold top is the richest of all. He's found his 2.5 minute man, and that man is Tadej Pogačar, for goodness sake, who drifts into his slipstream to try and indeed gnarl back at him. That's actually beyond the rules. He's going to have to go off towards one side. You're not allowed to draft in the slipstream of the person who's just passed you, but Evenepoel is just powering away. 2 bike lengths now. Tadej Pogačar is trying to stay with it. He wants to repass him. But you can't do this. You have to do it. If you are going to do it, you cannot do it in his slipstream. You cannot use the man who's overtaken you to take advantage. And Pogačar knows that, which is why the whistles are blowing from the commissaires to tell him to get out of the slipstream. But at the moment, slipping away and off to the horizon is Remco Evenepoel. This is absolutely remarkable. There's just under 2 kilometres to broken the heart, at least only today, of Tadej Pogačar, because it's suddenly 4 bike lengths. What will be the difference at the end here today? And where will Tadej Pogačar finish? He might even be out of the medals, for goodness sake. We shall wait and see. Evenepoel is absolutely on rails at the moment. It's a funicular which gets up climbs. Look at him. This is brilliant.
Remco Evenepoel.
Still to come, and there is Remco Evenepoel, champion in waiting, trident of opportunities and delivery. Last 500 metres for him, 2 minutes he has up on Jay Vine at the moment, but significantly he's got 2.5 minutes and more on Tadej Pogačar. This is amazing. Pogačar's going to be struggling to finish in the top 10 if he fades here. Evenepoel with the last delivery, a few hammer blows, stimulus trident of victories. 3 times consecutively a world time trial champion. He is historic in everything he's delivering today. He's coming up to this rise. Look at the fans here beating the hoardings. And he has beaten Evenepoel, everybody, including Tadej Pogačar. Can you believe it? Remco Evenepoel, 1, 2, 3, kabow! We salute you, sir. That was majestic. And this is Tadej Pogačar coming home, and look at the deficit here. He is good enough for 4th. No medal for Pogačar.
This climb, to get further up, it starts to get a lot tougher. And now we see a reaction. Pogačar has decided to go on the Mount Kigali, taking with him Evenepoel, Ayuso, Jan Christian, Kian Utebrooks. So he went with about 80 or just under 80 kilometres to go last year to win the title, and he's now going with 104 kilometres to go to the finishing line.
And there's more, and Evenepoel looks like he's in trouble. Look at this. He's going backwards. I don't know if he's just drifting to the back at the moment, preserving his energies and just getting the numbers right to be able to cope with this test. It's the biggest test so far, and he's gone. Oh my goodness, what a statement. And boom, there goes the Olympic champion off the back and has left life to Utebrooks, who now charges in. And Evenepoel is being wound in and passed indeed by so many. Del Toro goes by him right now. Evenepoel in trouble. Perfect move by Tadej Pogačar, but he burned down his own team apart from anything else. Lots of sacrifice. There's Primož Roglic staying with this group, and Primož Roglic now coming by. And Tadej Pogačar, from this kind of distance, this is absolutely incredible.
Yep, he's not going in his own at the moment. He's got one Ayuso there, Kian Utebrooks.
2 riders extraordinarily familiar with each other. Don't forget, they are teammates at UCI Team Emirates, and a brace of them together showing this kind of perseverance and form is something very, very special. They represent different countries, of course, but they have spent a lot of time in each other's pocket. And they have flown the coop, Brian.
Yeah, they are. It's whether anybody can come back. Del Toro's on their case. I think Del Toro will come back. Juan Ayuso for Spain at the front here. Just watch the corner there. That's Del Toro coming across. 3 riders that ride for the same trade team. But we know from the Vuelta that Tadej Pogačar says openly.
The Evenepoel group still at a margin of 36 seconds. Good to see that Tom Pidcock is in there. But look at this. It's blown apart, and it's the pair that have gone off and up the front. And Ayuso has been found out here because Del Toro and Pogačar, 2 riders that work together and work over the entire field by the looks of things. Can they push on? My goodness, they've suddenly detonated the race. They know each other extremely well. They share a urgency to him, but it may only be displayed as a modest margin, but it's getting bigger here, as you can see. And it is a widening gap, and we have our medals defined by the looks of things. And as always, it seems to be on the climbs of this circuit, Brian.
Yeah, it's been an amazing championship. A display of dominance from Pogačar. He's taken back-to-back victories. You know, you have to say that Evenepoel has been through the rack. 1989 in the Chambéry with Greg LeMond winning from Dmitry Konishev. So way back in Chambéry when that happened, that was 36 years ago.
Sean
a long wait.
Whenever we go there, Sean Kelly still gets upset. Thought he would have won that day. Greg LeMond said he had bad legs and turned it round into very, very good legs. Well, what a piece of
credit to her. She had a good ride yesterday in the women's race. She was in the thick of it towards the end. But she's waiting for her champion. Over the last year, we've only ever seen him in a leader's jersey or the world jersey, and it's going to be another year like that, you feel.
Remco is, and you might say, the entire field behind him. He is going to finish alone, and he is going to finish from such an incredible distance where he started this drive for the line and for glory. And look at the smile. It is a smile that's bursting through the grimace here, Brian.
Yeah, I think you know, the first time you win a major title, I was fortunate to win a British title twice. The first time, it's great, you know, it's new. But the second time, it's about taking it in more. And I think that's what Pogačar is doing. He's got that a minute and a half. He can take it. He can breathe a little bit. He's done the job for the second time, and I think this will be kind of slightly extra special from him. You know, he did go through the emotions last year. He went through a difficult period, but for Pogačar to come back, you know, from last year and win this in a dominant fashion, this is extra special.
Tadej Pogačar is bringing home his second consecutive World Road Race title. So much has been placed at the table of this man, but he has to pick it up every single time, and he did so from an incredible distance. 100 kilometres out, he imposed himself on this race as he has done on the entire world of cycling. Ever since, as a young man, he rocked into our consciousness. Rock and roll all the way to the line. Tadej Pogačar in charge of his own destiny, constantly it seems. Tadej Pogačar in charge. He may be shaking his head here, but in terms of spirit, he has achieved greatness. A silver medal for Remco Evenepoel. And what about